Hey there, how's it going? This is Shai with BlueCol A.I, and this is going to be a quick video to give you just a brief idea of what we're going to be talking about on our meeting, what you can expect, and also just give you a brief thank you for actually taking some time out of your busy schedule to go ahead and book in a meeting where we're going to talk about what kind of strategies are effective for scaling contracting businesses in 2026 and what's currently working in the market to bring in new revenue consistently. So we're going to go ahead and tell you about all those systems completely free of charge. No sales bullshit or any of that crap. And just real quick, our meetings are really valuable because we don't actually, push sales on anybody. It's more like a consultation where we just offer as much free advice as we can. And if it looks feasible to work together, then we'll talk about that. If not, then no worries. It's just free value. So if you actually want that and that sounds interesting to you, make sure you confirm your attendance, because if not, then someone else would most definitely like your spot. So in the email, or in your email box, you're going to find an email that looks like this. It's going to say invitation from BlueCol A.I, discovery call with the time that you're booked in for. Open that up and you're going to see something like this. If you're with Gmail, go ahead and click that yes that's circled in red. Also, in the rest of the email, if you scroll down a little bit, you're going to see another screen that looks like this. Click this yes on the bottom that you're going to see here circled in red. Excuse me. Next, I can already start to offer you some value for doing that. So, McKinsey & Company, they're the biggest consulting firm in the world. They consult the U.S. Secretary of Defense, and that's already enough. I don't need to really say anything else. So if you had 250 grand to ask them one question, which would be how can I scale my contracting business, they'd give you this answer. And it doesn't take a rocket scientist. They just tell you need to implement some tech and marketing. And you'd say, what does that look like? Well, that is exactly what we're going to cover on our meeting, right? We're going to pop the hood on our entire system, and we're going to show you how it works, what kind of results it's been able to produce for the rest of our clients, completely free of charge. And you can run the numbers as well. And like I said, there's no sales bullshit. There's no confusion with tech and anything like that. It's just a very effective, simple system. And you're going to learn all about it, regardless of if you want it or not. You'll know exactly what other people, what your competitors are using. And my point is that in 2026, tech has become extremely advanced, right? It's come a very far way. So for example, we got, self-parking Teslas and stuff. Like, I don't really need to give you too many more examples about how far tech's come. If you don't think that it can get you a couple more contracting jobs every month when used properly and effectively by the right people, then you're just lying to yourself simply, right? You might have worked with some marketing agencies before who were clowns, who might have burned you. It might have just been, nonsense, and you might have given up on it. That's completely understandable. At least what I'm asking you to do is be open to learning about what's actually working. I'm not telling you to pay for anything. I'm not telling you to buy any package or pay any monthly retainer. Just at least learn about what people are actually using that's working in the industry. That's it. Because tech's come a long way. It can definitely make you more money. That shouldn't be something we're debating about. It should just be what's actually working. So as a bonus for coming this far, I'm going to show you some advertisements right now. I'm going to show you some fancy advertisements, and I'm going to show you some very simple ones. And my question to you is, which one do you think is more effective in terms of bringing in more customers? These are both real advertisements that businesses actually ran, and we have the numbers on both of them, and which one performed better. So if you actually show up to your call, we can go over those numbers, and we can see exactly which one performed better, and by how much it performed better by. So let's go ahead and check that out. So on the left here, we have our fancy ads. These are for roofing, keep in mind. Nothing against these ads. They look great, right? They look fantastic. But the question is, how effective were they? It's not about how good did they look, right? And then on the right, we have our simple ad. Just some guy, probably the owner of his own business, standing on a roof. So out of these ones, which one do you think performed better? On your call, we'll go ahead and answer that question and show you all the metrics behind them as well. And I don't like to bombard anybody with reviews and stuff or, flaunt my own qualifications, but we will, just for, argument's sake, show one example of what we've been able to do with our simple system. So this is someone who's in siding and gutters and a lot of other stuff, but mainly that. And he was projected to do $350,000, or actually blow past that at the end of one of his months. He was actually at $270,000 in gross revenue, and still continuing to add more. So with a simple system, when really used effectively, you don't need much else. That's kind of a hint as well to these advertisements, to that question. Simple or complex, it just really depends on what's working, right? With that being said, we've just passed the 5-minute mark, so I'm not going to take up any more of your time. Be sure to confirm your attendance to our call, and I look forward to speaking with you. Thank you kindly, and take care.